Let's work on the next question, guys. A very, very easy question, but I think visualization would be an amazing deal with this. I need to write two vectors with same direction. Magnitude can be different. So what are the conditions to write it like this? Now look at that. I have two vectors here, vector A and vector B, and both of them are actually having the same direction. I can see they are parallel vectors very easily. Now what if I move one of the vectors on the other one? See, I'm moving vector B on A. Are they falling on each other? Look at that. They're actually the same vectors. It means they do have the same direction, of course. Then I can see that if I move it back here, let me move it here. Alright, so I can see that vector B and vector A, they do have the same direction. They are parallel vectors now. There's something interesting you can see here. What is that? I can see that their direction ratios are the same. So if I have vector A as what? I can write minus I plus 3j plus 2k. Then the vectors B's direction ratios are exactly the same thing. I can write it in the component form like minus I plus 3j plus 2k. There is no difference in these two things. Now let's see what happens if I have two vectors with different magnitude. Now this is pretty easy to understand. I can just write the same vector as vector A and vector B. Makes sense. What if I have another vector? Let's say that I pull the vector B and make it a little bigger in length. Look at that. Now I made the vector B as what? It is its direction ratios are -2, 6 and 4. Now are they the vectors in the same direction? Yes, they are parallel. And if I move the vector B on the vector A, I can see they do fall on each other and they're definitely having the same direction. So parallel vectors or collinear vectors, they are having the same direction. Now what is the condition? How do I write this mathematically is a question. For that I need to understand just one thing, that this guy is nothing but what? If I write the direction ratios of this, or if I write the vector form of this, vector B now is simply given by minus 2i plus 6j and plus 4k. And I can see one simple thing, that I can write vector B as what? I can write B as 2 times vector A. If I can do this, then I can write both the vectors have the same direction. Nothing much. Right, so what happened to the direction ratio? They just got multiplied by 2. And I can see that the length also became twice of this. That's it, guys. Very, very simple. So I can also write vector B in this case as what? 2 times vector A, which is minus I plus 3j plus 2k. But yeah, that is 2k in this case, which is vector A itself. Right? And if I multiply these guys, I do get this. So now, can you guess another vector with a different set of direction ratios? Now let's try to find another vector with the same direction and see what is the difference now. If I pull a guy like this, now look at that. Now these two vectors having the same direction. What says that? I can see I can pull this guy and put it on this, and they do have the same direction. They're actually collinear, they're falling in each other. Now what is the mathematical difference? That is more important for us because we can't show this in the exam, right? So if I write the first vector as minus I plus 3j plus 2k, if this is my vector B, I can write any other vector. Now this case, vector C can be written as you choose any number lambda times minus I plus 3j plus 2k. You do this and you get a new vector, and both these vectors will have the same direction. So this time if I choose lambda as 3, you get what? 3 times negative I plus 3j plus 2k, and that will give you what? That will give you minus 3i plus 9j plus 6k. These two vectors, the vector A here and the vector C here, will have the same direction. I can see these are the two vectors I'm talking about. Pretty simple, guys.